Hello and welcome and thank you for joining me today. So Battle of for Zendikar just came out on Magic Online the last couple of days. I've been doing tons of pre-release events and it's fun. It's a great format. I like it. And I've been brewing too, and I put this deck together. It's a deck similar to the Aristocrat decks from a couple years ago. It plays things allowing me to sacrifice my creatures to get value. So things I'm sacrificing are like Sultai Emissary. When it dies, I get to manifest. Carrier Thrall, it's a new one. When it dies, I get an Eldrazi Scion. Catacomb Sifter is great. It's a 2/3, but then gives me another Scion that I can sacrifice. And then whenever my creatures die, I get a Scry 1, Hangerback Walkers that charges itself up and get Thopter tokens. Playing the combo of Merciless Executioner to kill their creatures. Then Liliana triggers Liliana when I play the Executioner, and I can immediately get it back to kill another creature. Just really powerful. I'm also playing Abzan Ascendancy. It's kind of like the key card, the centerpiece of the deck. It didn't really see much play last season. Didn't really have a home, but it's very powerful. When you play it, all your creatures get +1/+1 counter. It's actually great because our creatures, when they die, they get tokens, so we always have creatures in play usually. Even better with Hangerback because it gives us another Thopter when it dies. And then when our creatures die, we get a Spirit token. So our creatures are even more resilient, so we're just able to grind people out. Then we have Butcher of the Horde, just a very powerful creature, allows us to sacrifice our creatures at will, and we have so much to sacrifice. This can always be like always choose all 3 every turn. I mean, not always, but it's pretty powerful. And then we also have Siege Rhinos, because, Siege Rhinos is a great card, so we're just going to play it. And the mana base looks pretty crazy, as a mana base is going to look from now on. We're 4 colors, with mainly black with green, white, and red. So the main plan for the mana base is to play fetch lands like Bloodstained Mire, Polluted Delta, and Wooded Foothills. Play a couple basics of Forest and 2 Swamps, and then play a fair amount of Battle for Zendikar lands like Smoldering Marsh, Prairie Stream, Cinderglade, and Campy Vista to help fix our mana. And the fetch lands can get these lands because they have basic land types, like this is a Mountain Forest. So we can search that up with either our Bloodstained Mires or Wooded Foothills, but Wooded Foothills can also get Smoldering Marsh as our black source, or Campy Vista, so it's our white source. So they're just really powerful, they're just very flexible. We're also playing a couple of Pain lands, Caves of Quelos, and Landlord Ways, because we're mainly black, and we're also, second color is green, then white, and then a little bit of red with the Butcher of the Hordes, but that's it. In the sideboard, we have 4 Arishan Clerics, because Mono Red's really popular right now, or Mono Red with green, so we're just kind of hedge against them. I feel like we have a good matchup anyways, just because they're trying to kill you with their creatures and deal damage to you once to get you low enough, but we have such good blockers with all the things that die, get tokens. So it's hard for them to kill us, but I just want to be careful because it's going to be everywhere, I assume. Abzan Charm to deal with creatures mainly, and also for matchups where like Merciless Executioner isn't that good, and limiting like those and like Liliana's can come out against certain matchups. So I just want things to replace it. So I have like those and Sorns and Utter Ends. Then we have more Fleshbag Marauders, which is the same thing as Merciless Executioner, to come into matchups where it's just big threats, big creatures, and we just want to kind of grind out our opponent. And then a couple Duresses to play against control. Right, that's the deck, and we're going to try it out in a league. Alright, so it's our first match in the league with our Abzan Red Sacrifice deck. We'd like to play first. Alright, no early plays, but we do have great mana. And so we can keep it and hopefully draw like a 2-drop. I'm going to keep this. This is going to fetch out Campy Vista so we can have our white source. Opponent mulligans. Maybe a little risky to keep this, but we do have like a Siege Rhino, so we can get us back. Let's see what we're up against. So in turn, we're going to sacrifice our Wooded Foothills to get Campy Vista, Windswept Heath. Also, green-white deck's very popular right now. I feel like we have an okay matchup. Let's get Campy Vista, so we have all our colors now. Right, so there's a 2-drop. These lands aren't coming to play tapped, which is a little awkward, but should be okay. Cinderglade our opponent, so maybe it's like the red-green landfall deck, or Tarka red. There's a basic mountain already. What's cool about Sultai Emissary with Abzan Ascendancy is that this is one of our non-token creature you control dies. You get a spirit, and the manifest is not a token, so you get a spirit from it. I'm going to play Smoldering Marsh in case we draw Liliana next turn we want to play. We're just going to block here. So even the Manifest gives you a Spirit token. Okay, we're just going to block one of his Goblins. Just keep blocking. Just stay alive as long as we can. Because the Butcher of the Horde is going to give us lifelink. Ooh, a Tarkus command. Ugh, we're like down to 10. Yep, and nothing of his died. So this turn we're going to play Abzan Ascendancy, or we can play, let's see what we got. We got Hanger back. And that's actually we're going to play Abzan Ascendancy because then we can more like turn this place up for 0, and then we get a token. So that's another little cool synergy. Kind of unfortunate to have Siege Rhino on curve. But we have a next turn, hopefully we're not dead. We definitely could be. Here's 3 cards, so we can cast Become Immense. We can just block a token. So we're going to get a Spirit token when this dies, so we can block it next turn, and we get to play Siege Rhino. 2 Tarkus commands. Pretty good, pretty good. And I'm just dead? Oh my gosh. That's pretty good, pretty good. I mean, it's perfect draw from our opponent. That's what I'm saying, like, I feel like our matchup's pretty good. So we're going to cut these Executioners. Add our Clerics. And I think we'll cut Liliana's, and we're going to add Soren's. Cut this Liliana, add Duress. And cut an Ascendancy at the other Duress. Oh, we didn't need to do that. So let's try this out. Yeah, so yeah, Red's really good at just crushing you. I mean, I had Assault Emissary, I had 2 blocks. Just got crushed by double command. It's really good. We get to go first though, so hopefully that helps. Alright, this hand's fine. Definitely keep this. I think we're gonna play this tap first, so we take less damage. Even though we can't really play Abzan Ascendancy on curve. So it's turn 1 Swift Spear. Yep, pretty good. Must be nice. Alright, well there's Siege Rhino. We're just gonna block. Nah, we'll block a Goblin token. Hopefully that... Ooh, that's pretty good. And hopefully we can trade at least. Always have it. Always have command. He's not... He instantly... Okay, Abbott, but he already played a land. Interesting. Yeah, like why would... You should always play Abbott first and then play a land. Okay, well he has a full board. I'm just gonna play Siege Rhino. We're doing okay. I think we just play Butcher and pass, and then if he attacks us, we'll just give it lifelink. Okay, no attacks. That feels good. I guess we'll play Butcher. Next turn, like we can sack, give it Vigilance, then play Soren, and attack. Looks like he might be a little flooded. Or we can try to slow roll that. Like if you draw a land, we can go like Ascendancy, Sultai Emissary into Ascendancy, and just have all the blocks. I guess we just block with Siege Rhino. Okay. Do you just really want to play another one that bad? Oh, you have... Okay, that's fine. And you have another one. Okay. Let's see, we're going to play Sorin. Give this guy Vigilance. +1 here. Only has one card in hand. I think we have this game. He is already down to 7, so we could actually just play Butcher next turn and kill him. We just sack the Eldrazi Scion. Interesting about arc flanking. It gets me. I guess he just saw Sultai Emissary. That's the only thing he saw. So where's this going? That's fine. So I got 2 damage on my guy. So he doesn't have anything because he would attack with goblins if he had a command. So I'm just gonna let all this happen. Yep, that's fine. And I won't block. You got me. Soren's dead. Oh, Blighted Gorge. Okay, that card's pretty good. What do I want to play here? I think I just want to play Sorin. Actually, what I can do is play a Catacomb Sifter, and then play Sultai Emissary. That seems fine. I even get Scry 1. That's actually fine. Don't think it matters too much, actually. Just the next turn. So that game worked out pretty well. Just had blockers. He never had Target's Command. We didn't draw Irish and Cleric, but we didn't need it. We just had 1 Siege Rhino, and that was good enough. Oh, that's why. I misclicked on the Irish and Cleric. That's why why we had that extra sideboard slot. So we're just gonna submit that. We're on the draw, which is obviously a lot tougher. This deck's fast. It's efficient. Okay. Ugh, this hand's. This into this. If we draw like a land, we can cast. We can't cast this. We're gonna keep it just to see. It's unfortunate we drew both our basic swamps. That's just the worst. Zergo, turn 1, okay. Alright, now we just need a white source and we're fine. So we take 3, we're down to 17. Okay, so we're gonna play it. We drew all our basics. That's awkward. So we could block this turn, or we can wait to like double block with the token. Abbot into Dragon Fodder. Okay. I think we'll just wait. So our fetch lands. Oh, okay, I'm saying like our lands come play on tap now, because we do have the basics. So we don't have the red source, but we have everything else. And we're at 14, but we're going to survive this turn. So hopefully you can survive this turn, play Siege Rhino, maybe draw a red source pretty soon. We have a lot of red sources. Like, all our fetches can hit red sources. We're just going to play tap now. Alright, Abbott. Touch of the Void, holy moly. That's must be pretty in need of deal 3 damage. I think I'll just play Draconic Roar at that point. I mean, I guess it's good against us because it exiles our stuff. Okay. Prowess, okay. So we're going to double block an Abbott. Like that. We get to Manifest. Oh, it's a Siege Rhino. I kind of wish we kind of drawn that, but that's okay. Alright, so this gets a red source. I guess we just search that up now. We get a Smoldering Marsh. Cast Siege Rhino. So we are at 12. He only has 1 card in hand, though, so... I think we might be okay. Thunderbreak, yuck. Alright. Lucky for us, we can just play a Butcher and block it. Thunderbreak's, yeah, it's pretty good against us. We're blocking, we won't sacrifice, we really don't need to. That's a pretty good draw. I think we'll play that first. No, we'll play Butcher first. And then we can play this and, like, start getting in there. Because then this will die and give us a token, and we can do some tricks. Kind of looking to draw either Assault Emissary or Carrier Thrall. Those are great draws right now. Just the cheap enablers. And I think we got this. He only has 2 cards in his hand. We have 3 blocks, and our blocks are pretty good. Yeah, he's not even attacking. Okay. Alright, so that's not a cheap enabler, but play this. Don't take any damage. Wild Slash that. Yeah, we'll just turn it face up first. The way we tap, we actually got to take a damage to do this, but I think it's worth it. Okay, he just scooped. Yeah, we actually had lethal, and he had a block that turn. And, oh yeah, next turn we're drawing Carrier Thrall, so that's pretty insane. Alright, won our first match with my Abzan deck. Sweet. Hopefully we can do just well in the rest of the... It's time for our second match. We've won the dice roll again. We're going to play first again. This hand's fine. Turn 2 Hanger Back into a Catacomb Sifter or an Executioner. This guy's obviously way better on the play than the draw, because you can usually get their 2-drop or their 3-drop. Like, you're being ahead with this card's great. Keep this. So we have a bunch of fetch lands. We already have white and black. So I guess we'll use this to get green-red. And this will be like a white source probably. Or this can be a white source. We already have a white source. So we need a green source. Probably we'll use this to get a Cinderglade. And this will probably be a basic swamp. Alright, Tri-lands. Tri-lands are sweet, but I think they're a little bit worse than just having a good fetch land mana base. I tried out like having no fetch lands in Jeskai besides like Flood Strands and playing a bunch of tap lands. I think that's not as good as just playing a bunch of fetch lands. So we want Cinderglade. Alright, there's a Campy Vista. So maybe these will get basics. Let's not get basic swamp anyway, so might as well just do that now. We'll play our Hanger Back. X for 1, and we'll say go. See what our opponent has for us. He may have like a Soulfire Grandmaster. Okay, well there's a fetch land. Basic Swamp. Makes sense. So, does he have his own hanger back? He does. Okay. I think we're not going to pump this, at least for a little bit, so we're just going to offer up the trade. Alright, and he takes it. That's fine by me. I guess we should play Catacomb Sister first. That maybe incentivize him to make the trade. It's 50-50. He may have been willing to trade with us anyways. But either way, we may have missed a scry out of that. So get our own token. Say go. Another tap land, okay. Ooh, Butcher's pretty good, but I think we're going to play Siege Rhino first. Send in the team. This could get a black source that's not paying, but if I just get a forest now, then our fetch lands and canopy land or battle lands come and play on tap, so we're just gonna do that. We get a scry. Oh, I should have not attacked until I fetched. It's definitely there's a lot going on in this deck, and I'm still getting used to it. So the scry doesn't matter because we have to fetch. So should have fetched first. I mean, it wasn't guaranteed that he'd block, but there's a good chance of it. So it's definitely a mistake on my part. So we'll get the basic forest. Play Siege Rhino. So missed out on 2 scries potentially at this point. We're pretty far ahead. Our opponent could have Crackling Doom. Nothing we can do about that. But if he plays Crackling Doom, we get another scry, and he's not progressing his board. We actually play Butcher now, not taking any damage. If we play the Canopy Vista. Shambling Vents. Oh, he's going to ruin his path. Okay. So we get another scry. We got a scry back. It's the same card. I mean, it's a playable card. So I guess we'll just keep it. Kind of like you can try to dig for things. We already have a Butcher. So we're just gonna play Butcher. Gonna give it haste. We get a scry. I definitely don't want that. Give it haste. Our opponent's already down to 6. So he goes, so now he has to answer the Butcher, which is probably reasonable. He has 6 cards in his hand. Then he takes 2 down to 4. Or maybe down to 3, yeah. If he just plays a creature here, he's dead because we have Executioner. If he has something like Crux of Fate, we just lose our guys. But at least we have the another Catacomb Sifter, and we get another Scry. Hanger back. Okay. So it looks like he has a removal spell for this guy. That's a good draw, too. We'll just sack our Sifter, and then he's dead. I don't know. He has to have 2 ways to kill. So let's sacrifice this. Choose haste. Yep, that's game. Woo! It's pretty good, pretty good. So Mardu, I assume he's dragons. We literally saw 2 different cards out of him. everyone's playing Hangerback, so maybe Merciless Executioner isn't as good anymore. I think we should just bring in some of like our catch-all answers, like the Abzan Charms and the other ends. We'll see how that works out. And we'll bring in the Sorens. So a little less synergy going on, but still just I think it's good. We'll see how that works out. Maybe I should just be doing that anyways. Maybe we're just not good enough to be messing around with Executioners and Lilianas. It was so good last season, though. Well, before Hangerback. Hangerback kind of changed things. Alright, this hand has no lands, so we're going to mulligan. This hand has 2 lands, so we can keep. And we don't want that. We want a land. Even though that's a card we could play. So we can actually get green, white, black, red off this. We can't play anything turn 2, but we have all our colors. So I'm going to get black, red just in case we draw an untapped land. A Smoldering Marsh. We could just get like a basic forest, but that seems just weak. We'll get our Smoldering Marsh. So there's basic swamp. I was kind of worried about that. Like, how does that affect our plays? So we can just play Sultai Emissary this turn, next turn, fetch up Canby Vista tapped, and play another Sultai Emissary. That's fine. Go, little buddy. Shambling Vents, okay. No play. Abzan Ascendancy. Oh, we can just, if we don't draw a land, we just get to do Ascendancy up. Actually, we don't, because our green-white source will be on the same land. We need to draw a land to do that. So let's play our Sultai. Another one. And worst comes to worst, we can Abzan Charm. Oh, nope, can't even do that. Basic swamps. Basic lands are a necessity, but they just throw everything off. Could have waited to fetch, but then like we couldn't guarantee play these guys. Even if I want to. Like, I don't know, it's really tough. Man bases and fetching is just really tough now. So we have 4 cards, and we have all our mana with 0 castable cards in our hand. Sunken Hollow. It's probably just for fetching. So go get a Canopy Vista. That's pretty good. So this can't get an untapped dual land. Can only get a basic swamp, which doesn't cast anything. So this is just going to get like a Prairie Stream. You can get Prairie Stream or Smoldering Marsh. I think. Let's see. So we're in attack for 2. So do I want the white source? I think I do want the white source. One thing to remember is like the dual lands can never get the enemy color of that. So Delta, because all the battle lands and fetch lands are allied, this will never get an enemy colored, so it can never get green. Soren, okay. Okay. So we're gonna get Prairie Stream. Okay, Cinder Glade. Okay, that's not bad. What we can do is we'll play Butcher. Red, white, black, colorless. Sack our dude. Give it haste. Attack Soren. Play this tapped. And then he can either chump block and Soren takes 1 or let Soren die. And this is a basic swamp. So we'll attack Soren and attack Soren. Either way, Soren's taking at least 1 damage. And that way he can't make another vampire. He's blocking. Might not want to block this at all and just let Soren die. Okay, he wants me to get my manifest now. We're just going to give this guy life link, because there's no reason to not. Another butcher, okay. So we gain some more life back, and we kill Soren. We have good cards in our hand. We have all our colors. So I think we're in good shape. Oop. Languish. Oh, I didn't even attack first. Okay. It's unfortunate that we didn't have the Abzan Ascendancy in play first. But we're just going to play Siege Rhino. Languish. So it's just control. Just fetching now. Okay. This can't get a basic anymore, so we're going to have to sacrifice something. Sacrifice it for a dual land. Probably be Abzan Charming draw cards here. I'm kind of out of gas now. This might be Jeskai Black, but we didn't really see any Jeskai cards. And he has Languish, so that seems bizarre. Jeskai Black's a pretty sweet deck. I don't really want to try that out. It's basically just Jeskai with Crackling Dooms, and then you can splash other cards like Soren if you like. Alright, Soren's not good against Siege Rhino. We just attack it. Okay. We could have Crackling Doom. It's unfortunate. So let's get we'll get like a Smoldering Marsh. Alright, Outer End's not bad. We're gonna save that though. We'll just attack Soren. Yep, we're just gonna say go with our mana up. We could play Abzan Ascendancy, but I'd just leave up Utter End and Abzan Charm. Yep, we can take 2 here. I wonder if he has another like Wrath type effect. Didn't have Crackling Doom because he had the mana to cast it. So we'll see. Maybe he just has nothing and he knows he's not blocking, so he should just attack. Planner outwards. Destroy all non-land creatures. Okay. So let's draw 2 cards. Oh, Siege Rhino's a good one. That's a good one too. Kind of sucks we can't play this with Abzan Ascendancy, just for a little safety net. We play Carrier Thrall. Play another Cinderglade off this Bloodstained Mire. Really using the Wrath effect. Or I guess you can just kill the Rhino, and then presumably the events could block the Carrier Thrall. But we're gonna Abzan Ascendancy it up. So this is like a just 4 color control. Yep, that's what it looks like. I mean, I really wish we could play this Abzan Ascendancy. Oh, what's he delving? Treasure Cruise. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Thought it might be Tasker, but Cruise is good too. So now we're a little behind. Sec.
this. Oh, we only have one thing left. Oh, Soren's great. So, there we go. And then as our leftover lands cast Ascendancy, they do. So we'll make a Vampire, and then Ascendancy. Here we go. So, these won't give me spirit tokens because they are tokens themselves, but from now on. What's he doing now? Two blue whites. Gideon's Reproach. No effect. Okay, that's 6. It's fetching 2, 4, 6, 7. So it can actually Plunder Outburst and Awaken. He's already used 2, but he could draw another one by now. Let's see. For our deck having so many like 2-for-1 creatures, we got pretty wrecked by Wrath of Gods. Languish? Oh, he doesn't have to Languish. Oh, Sarkin. Okay. Take down Sorin. Or just eat that. Okay. Oh, then you can... No, he didn't do that. I was going to say he's going to Shambling Vents. Alright, let's +1. If he doesn't block, we can actually play... Oh, actually, no. We can't utter-end the Shambling Vents. This says non-land. But if he doesn't block, Siege Rhino gets him. Deal 4 damage to... Let's sacrifice this. We can exile Sorin. We still have enough to cast Siege Rhino. Oh, not Sorin, Sarkin. Put our opponent to 2, and then if he kills this, we get a token. Let's go to our second main phase first. Green, white. Yeah, Siege Rhino's still great. We already used Sorin, right? Yep. His opponent's at 2. He has kind of 3 cards in his hand. One of them was a land. Another Sarkin. Get our Sorin. Okay. He'll actually stay alive. He'll go to 1 from this attack, and he blocks the Shambling Vents. No, he'll, yeah, take 1 trample, then gain 2. That's that's a land. So we'll attack our opponent. So we'll be at 4 after this. No, we'll be at 3. Take 1, gain 2. Unless he has something else. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, we're out of action too. That's unfortunate. This last 4 points of damage might be hard to get through. Yep, here comes Sarkin with the beats. And the Shambling Vent, which we can't deal with. Alright, that's something. Means he can't just attack us with his Shambling Vents anymore. Well, I guess he can eat it. Nice thing about this though, is it has any other creature, so even our tokens when they die, we get to scry. I guess we'll start attacking. We're not that close to killing them anymore, so we'll start attacking Sarkin. Kind of don't want him to get an emblem where he gets 3 cards a turn. Say go. Another charm. We get our token. We didn't get a scry, unfortunately. But if we want to, we can triple block the vents. It might be worth it. I mean, if he has anything, though, we just get wrecked, so I don't think we can afford to do that. Any kind of trick. We could sack, block with his Scion, sack, he gains no life, and then Butcher the Horde kills him. Nah, I'm not going to do that, though. We could do that if we expect to drop Butcher off the top. Nope. Just attack Sarkin again. Sifter's good though. These are good draws. So he has to kill this, or else he can't tackle the Shambling Events, and Sarkin can kill it, but then Sarkin just dies. Don't have another Awakening. Just tapping 4, tapping more. Hanger back. Okay, that's manageable. That's annoying, actually. Drawing the Abzan challenge is pretty good because we can just kill this. So we're at 9. We're getting pretty close to dying. Attack Sarkin. This Wood of Foils just has a forest left. So we block. So we might need to block with a Catacomb Sifter just to get another Spirit token. You dingus the option. Another land from our opponents. Abzan Charm, okay. I'm gonna start attacking our opponent now. He has Duress. This is really bad. He gets to take this. Well, I guess we could put counters somewhere. It's not the worst. So we're back on the killing our opponent plan. No he didn't activate Hanger Back. That's definitely a mistake. Just click through it. Let's exile this guy. You want to do that when they're attacking, so that if they animate it, you just kill it in their main phase. They could play another Sarkin and get you pretty good. Hopefully, he didn't draw another one. Hopefully, that's not one of his other cards. I think he has like a Surge of Righteousness in his hand. He's at 6. He's down to 4. If he starts attacking, we can just block with Eldrazi and get some scries. block here. If he's at 3, we could block here, and then we get a 3rd token. But at least we get a scry. Alright, that's fine. Not exciting, but I think that's good enough. Hopefully he doesn't have a Wrath. He does. That's a Languish. Now we don't want that anymore, because we're going to be dead to a Thopter token, so we need to put stuff at the bottom. Bottom. Is that good enough? We can do it for 1, 2, 3, 4. And he has 4 tokens, but we have 1 token. I don't think that's good enough. I think kind of looking for a Siege Rhino. Definitely not. Get our Spirit. He gets Thopters. Alright, well there's a Siege Rhino. So 1. Say go. We could attack, but it forces him to block. But if we draw another Abzan Ascendancy, I'd rather have the creature in play so we get a token. So he's at 1. We're at 8. So that gives us another turn at least in case something like our Rhino just dies here. Looks like it might. There's Gideon. Okay. It's not too impressive. I mean, that's good, actually. Gideon's a great card. Gives himself an emblem. Good thing we didn't attack. So I don't know what we can draw, because this is going to have 4 toughness, and he gains 3 life. This can draw an Abzan Charm. Does he have like a burn spell here? Yeah, that'll do it. Alright. Yuck. Okay, so we want Duresses. He's a controlling deck. Did I already have those in there? I did not. Alright, so we won't cut. Everything seemed fine. Maybe we just cut like the carrier thralls. Yeah, we'll do this. See how that works out. We get to play first. That sounds fine. All of our colors, all our mana. This will fetch up a black, red, and this will get a green, white. We'll just do it now. This hand's pretty good. And this can get like a basic forest. So we can cast everything we need to. There's a carrier thrall. Do I want to cast that? I think I do. This doesn't makes our siege rhino turn late as of now, but I think just playing stuff on curve is gonna be better. Siege rhino is gonna be great whenever I play it. This will get forest and play the sifter. Alright, and there's even another land. Okay. Do you want to trade? I'm gonna play this. You'll get a basic forest, play our sifter, and then attack. If it doesn't trade, if he gets a little bit bigger, we can just like pop it with the charm. Yeah, so no blocks. Okay. So even though we'll play 3 basics, it's so easy to get 2 of them in play. Yeah, so we're gonna offer up the trade here and the jump block here. So this is a game where if I had Ascendancy next turn, that'd be insane. Just how good that'd be. Just because we could play around the Wrath effects, pump our team. So we're in okay shape. He can languish here, but that's not even that good. He'll get 2 tokens, but I still have a siege right now. Is that what he's doing? Like, I'll get a token, I'll get a couple scries. No, okay. So we can block here. I think we just attack with the siege rhino now. Crackling Doom. Okay. That's actually fine. So play this, and then we can still charm. Yep. The Shamley event's actually pretty good against us too. So let's get rid of his guy. He gets nothing. So we're gonna stack it so we manifest the catacomb dude, and then we get a couple scries. So put this in the stack, put these in the stack. Manifest the 2/3, and then we get to some scries to see what we draw. So we don't want that. We do want that. I do want that. So we'll leave up mana to turn this face up just in case something happens. Just in case. Actually, we can get a Campy Vista at this point. Just gonna plus hit our opponent across the head. You can attack Soren, it's not that big a deal. He can block the Shambling Vents. I don't know if that's going to be good enough, though. So we're in an okay spot. He couldn't have another, like, Languish or Planner Outburst. Tap land first. Another one, okay. Guess we're making a vampire. That's not good. Really need a good threat after he outbursts. Hopefully, I just want him to tap out and we draw Butcher of the Horde and just kill our opponents. Soren, okay. Fetching now, okay. Can't cast Crackling Doom. Can cast Treasure Cruise. Alright, well, attacking our opponent. We don't need a plus because I kind of want to make a vampire in case something happens. Alright, no blocks. Sounds good to me. I mean, well, you have to draw a siege round, but we did. And he didn't block. He didn't play around it. So we killed him. Alright, well, we're 2-0. We're off to a great start. It's our third match, and we're on the draw this time. This hand's okay. We're a little land light, but we have a bunch of 2-drops, so I think that's okay. Don't have a green source either, but we have a lot of those in the deck. So, well, let's see if we can get there. We're just going to go turn 1 Marsh, Caves next turn. Sunken Hollow. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's play this. Then we can play, like, fetch up a Cinderglade turn 3 and play another 2-drop. Sunken Hollow. Could be Esper. Could be anything, really. Yeah, look at that. Mountain. Not Esper. Probably Black Jeskai. We'll see. Let's see if a Jace comes out here. No! Okay, I'm not expecting that. Alright, we're going to play Emissary this turn because it gives us the biggest dude. After it dies. We could also play Thrall and make him have something. But I like getting a 2-2 now. They're kind of opposites. This is 1-1 comes a 2-2. The other one's a 2-1 comes a 1-1. So we'll see. Hopefully we have a turn 4 Siege Rhino. Blue Delta play for Swamp. Nope, just fetch up a Cinderglade now. Or not Cinderglade, Smoldering Marsh. Still getting used to the names. So do we even block? We could just play Thrall next turn and then say go. Actually, I'm going to play a Hangerback Walker, I think. That way we can play Ascendancy. I think we just not block then. Oh, well, there's that. So let's actually fetch up a basic Swamp now, so we can have Siege Rhino turn 4. If we're going Siege Rhino turn 4, I think we just want to play Carrier Thrall. And say go. So this can never get a white source, but we're just going to get basic with it anyways. 3 mana. So we're going to double block. If he has 2 spells, he gets us. If he has a removal spell, he gets us. But like he doesn't even get us, so we just get a bunch of tokens and manifest. Exquisite Firecraft. Me. Okay, you got it, friend. And we will take up your offer on the block. Go like that. That's pretty nice. You source your speed spell, so I don't have to worry about anything else coming out. Manifest a land? Okay, whatever. Wasn't the basic swamp that we're getting off of this, so... Oh, we have 2 swamps, so if we need a forest to manifest, it's a little awkward. So we'll do that. Let's play our Siege Rhino. I think we can attack. There's not too many haste creatures. Like I don't think you can haste creature us and get rid of the Siege Rhino. So we'll do that. And next turn, get a forest and play a Hangerback and Abzan Ascendancy. I think it should be pretty easy from there. So Bazaar had a Sunken Hollow turn 1 with his like mono red deck. Looks like. Lightning Berserker, no dash. And a Zergo, okay. Oh, we could wait a turn. I think we're just gonna... Oh, this deck's so sweet. So let's get the forest. We need these 3, so we could play Hangerback and a Catacomb Sifter, and the next turn gain more value out of Abzan. I was just going to do it this turn, just in case. That way we get tokens now. So play this for 1. Play Abzan Ascendancy. I think we're going to send in the Siege Rhino for sure. We can actually send in everything, and like we're just going to kill him next turn. He can chump block one thing. Can't chump block anything with Zergo. Zergo can only block things smaller than him. Is that right? Yep, 2 or greater. So he can't block anything. Should have chump blocked the Manifest because the Rhino has Trample. So that's just a little thing our opponent should have done. So yeah, we had a pretty sick start this game. This card with Hangerback is sweet. That's the first time I got to do it. Yeah, woo! Now let's go sideboarding. So, I think I've sideboarded out the Executioners and the Lilianas every time. They're just not what the standard's about. So we'll add all this stuff. Wondrous, we'll take out an Ascendancy. Because you don't ever really want 2 of them. You just want to play creatures and removal spells and gain life. Well, not really, we don't have any removal spells. One thing I forgot to add to the deck I was thinking about is the Minister of Pain, I believe it's called, the one where he exploits, and then your opponent's creature get -1/-1. It's good against token strategies, it's good against mono red usually. I just forgot to put in the sideboard, or try to make room for it. But we haven't needed it yet, so we'll see how it goes. We're on the draw for game 2. This hand has no red or green mana. It could have red, but this is going to get a white source. And we're just going to Harrison Cleric it up, I guess, and see if we can draw some lands. So we're going to turn 1 Prairie Stream, and then turn 2 dun da dun da dun, just the stream of 1/3 Against Life. There's that. Okay, but we need to get the Prairie Stream first. So that was a good draw. So we're just missing green. We don't have any green spells in our hand right now, so it's not the end of the world. We're just going to search this up now. Nothing for 1 black we can threaten. We can't, like, bluff Murderous Cut yet. It's actually really good right now, because there's so many fetch lands, so I think Murderous Cut could have made it somewhere into our deck. But we're not really playing that many spells, just in the sideboard. If we can hit Butcher on curve, I feel like we're probably going to win this game. Forerunner of Slaughter. Alright, well, there's our green source. So, here comes a Cleric. This card's good. If you remember Flinthoof Boar, it's like the same card. Flinthoof Boar was a 2/2 for 1 and a green, but if you had a mountain, it got +1/+1. So, basically, like a 3/3 for red and green, because you had to have a mountain. So, it's like a 3/2 for 2 mana. So, same thing. But then you can play red to give it haste. So sometimes a 3/3 for 2, sometimes a 3/3 haste for 3, and that's exactly what this card is. A little bit smaller, but this guy can pump your other devoid creatures if you have those. So it's really good. Abbott, once again, he played his land first, which is what you never want to do. He would have missed anyways, but yeah, just don't do that. So this turn, you can either fetch up the Cinderglade or play the Smoldering Marsh. I think we play another Erishan Cleric. We could play Emissary. Can't block it. It's unfortunate you played a 3-power creature first. Hangerback. So we could just not get a green source and just get a black source, and this comes to play untapped, and we have Sorin on curve. That's so risky, though. So what do we want to do? I don't think we play Cleric this turn. I think we want to play one of our sticky creatures. I think we'll play the fetch land, and then we'll decide on his turn if we want to get a swamp. I think we play Emissary first. Getting the 2/2 I think is going to be a little better than getting a Thopter. We'll just say go. You probably just have to get the green source. It's just too risky not to. Fourth land from our opponent. Ooh, self-inflicted wound. Yuck. So, too big a deal. Just kills our 1/3. So we're chump blocking here. We're going to chump block the abbot. Represents the most damage. Guess we fetch first. So we don't manifest. Oh, well, can't manifest both our Cinder Glades, but just better too. He only has 3 cards in his hand. We're still at 13. Oh, we didn't manifest the other Cinder Glade. That's funny. Ooh, that's perfect. So we can duress him and then play another card. So we didn't waste any mana this turn. Perfect. Act of treason. Holy cow. Self-inflicted wound's gonna be good against us. Like, well, it's gonna take this cleric out. So I guess we take the act of treason. That's a little scarier. And he has a mire. I'll play this tapped. Play hanger back on 1 then. Change our plan. Good thing we did that first. Let's see if he just jams the wound to trigger prowess. That seems terrible, but I've seen worse. I'm going to play the cleric into it just so our butcher will live. I think he had mire. Let's see. Can I look at my chat? See what I saw. Yeah, so we know what his hand is. Because he played a smaller marsh instead of that. Another tip: always play the cards your opponent knows about first. Especially when, like, mostly that matters with lands. So your opponent has less information what's going on. So either way he's playing land this turn. If he just played the fetch land, we wouldn't know what the other card was, so we have to play around more. Now we have to play around literally nothing. So he has no good attacks. Sorin's good. But we're going to play this to draw out the self-inflicted wound. Then we can pump hanger back and block. Like, it's going to go bad for our opponent. Because Act of Treason's bad for us. We have to kind of... Butcher is risky, but... Okay, there's the mire. So now he has a mystery card. And, self-inflicted wound. I wonder what blue he's playing. Because there's no reason to play that. There's no, like, a fetch land he can get that helps him here. Maybe he's playing the new, like, bounce a spell or permanent, deal 2 damage type card. Alright, we drew Siege Rhino. I think we're just going to play Sorin plus it. A little bit safer, because if he kills this guy and then we get self-inflicted wound, I don't want that to happen. So actually just going to plus and attack the Airson Cleric. Leave other guys back. We don't get to pump this turn, that's fine. Go, Cleric, go! Oh, he's blocking. Alright, well... Okay, that's fine too. Self-inflicted wound's gonna be good. I guess we'll just wait on these cards. We could emblem him. I don't know if he can beat an emblem. No, he might. I think he played a mountain. Surprised he blocked because he has a self-inflicted wound. I guess he knows what's going on. If he attacks, I think we'll just block with a hanger back. Where's this headed at? It's going to me. Let's see if it takes down Soren. Doubtful. It doesn't even take down Soren. Let's see if he wants to damage it. Yeah, he does. Okay. Well, he can't kill it. I mean, if he attacks, I'm just going to block. Another one card in his hand. We're just going to attack for 3 here. Start getting our damage in. Let's see if we can just go for a while without having to play these cards in our hand. Play our land just in case. It's good to have. Monastery Swiftspear. Okay. Okay, that's... Oh, I forgot to pump. Oh, I was just, like, clicking through my end step. Oops. I don't think it's going to matter. I think that this game's beyond him winning. I say that we lose. We'll attack with our Manifest again. And this can just smack him out of the, like, randomly hit him for 6 because we had enough to sacrifice things. So when he gets low enough, we'll just butcher him down. Oh, is that Soren? Did Soren die? Looks like it. That's fine. Let's remember to use our hanger back this time. Still has no good attacks. We'll just block this in the Swift Spear to keep our hanger back alive, and this here. We could even just trade to let it die and then Soren again. Like, anyway, I don't think our opponent's going to win this game. He was attacking. Okay, he's not attacking. Alright, let's not forget this turn. Yeah, we'll just play Soren. Citrus fine. We don't really need it. We'll send in this. We'll send in the Manifest still. Yeah, our opponent is just couldn't do anything. We knew about the self-inflicted wound. We never needed to play into it. We're drawing Abzan Ascendancy next turn, so eventually we get Spirit tokens and can play around it. Alright, we're 3-0. It's our 4th match. We're on the draw again. This hand's okay. We don't have a green source yet. Blue Delta can never get green mana with the way the lands are right now. But we do have Walker and Executioner for now, so we can keep this. This will get a Smoldering Marsh. Let's see what our opponent has. Shambling Vents, okay. Another card we can't cast. Say go, kind of get it. Not let him know exactly what we're on yet. You know, that doesn't say anything. What lands your opponent plays like means nothing anymore. Like, this means it could be any deck. It could be Jeskai, Abzan, Esper. Basically not mono red. Despise. Ugh. So probably taking our hanger back. Well, that's pretty good turn 1 play. Or turn 2 play, I guess. People are playing Despise. I don't know how good that is. Despise was like never at all playable the first time it was printed in New Phyrexia. I know everyone's just so used to Thoughtseize being in your deck that people are trying to Despise, but I just don't know if it's worth it. It could be. It's okay here. Takes our turn 2 play, but we'll have to see as the format shapes up. So yeah, during his end step, we'll get this one marsh. Yep, there's the hanger back. And island, so Esper maybe? Joke's on you. We'll play this in case we draw a land. Well, I guess we wouldn't never Abzan Ascendancy. Just on a hanger back. We'll do that and say go. Oop. Even if draw green source, I might just want to like wait, just pump this up every turn. So drew Liliana. I don't think we want to play. We just want to sit on this hanger back. He could have Outer End, but it looks like he's some Esper control deck, so we don't want to play into counter spells, I feel like. I assume this will get a Sunken Hollow during our end step. Could have complete disregard. They're playing some number of those. So I had a counter now. Can't kill it in response. I haven't played against this matchup yet. It seems okay. Just we're not having a really good start for it. Let's pass it back to see what he has for us. Just tap land a dim and fetch. Okay. Okay, yeah, we'll play that. So, okay, just resilient creatures are going to be good in this matchup, so that's what our deck's full of. Just say go. No Ojutai, he wouldn't play no Ojutai just because we have the Executioner ready. Just another creature that doesn't die. We're not drawing lands, but at least we're drawing things we can play that are somewhat relevant. And he's not countering these. I don't know why you wouldn't. Maybe just his only removal in his hand. He also didn't animate here. I mean, I would snap execute his land if I could. There's a Sunken Hollow. You can dig through time here. Let that resolve. Let's see, so I got his cards. Probably should have pumped there, just put it on complete disregard. That was a little misstep. Do that while he's tapped out. Let's see if he has it, see if we get punished. Doesn't have that. I think we can just start attacking with everything. 4/4 is pretty good. Definitely want to start killing them because we're not doing anything. We're not casting any spells. Let's see what he has. He could have Utter End. I know they play some amount of those for the hanger back, which it's unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do about it. Unfortunately, we literally cannot. Oh, we could play Liliana, but it's just not worth it at this point. We might do it depending on what he does. Let's see if he animates and blocks. We're just going to snap off this execution if he does. Then he plays Ojutai, we can still attack into it, and then he's he has to tap out and have no land. He is thinking. Sure is taking his time on this turn. Ultimate price. Okay. See what we manifest. And ultimate price. Cuts. Ugh. Alright, so it looks like he's gonna like Wrath us next turn. Oh, little does he know he's gonna get punished because we have another Sultai Emissary. Okay, cool. It takes 3 cards to not even clear a board. Here comes Crux or some nonsense. Yep, there's Crux. Still haven't seen a 4th land yet. There's a Siege Rhino. Well, that's not a land, so... If we draw a green source, we're going to slam this Ascendancy. Did not a green source. Another Delta. So we're just going to play Liliana then. Probably has another, like, Languish effect. Man, if we had, we could punish him. Not too bad, but we could punish him definitely for playing, like, a Languish next turn. I think we'll get a Prairie Stream, so we have non-pain white. Not too relevant, but... So he missed a land drop that turn. So let's see what he does. Hope this Liliana flips. I can't imagine that happening, but... It says whenever a non-token creature dies. I think they had that in mind with they knew the Scions were coming, so... Or else we would have flipped it. Probably brought back Sultai Emissary. We could just start working on his hand. We'll probably just plus it then. So our opponent's not doing anything. We'll get a Prairie Stream. Alright, there's a green source. Tapped, but that's should be fine. Could have got a basic swamp just to make our fetches better, but we didn't have a fetch in our hand. We didn't know when the next one would be coming. Utter End. Alright, so we have that. He's already at 10. Say go. This is the, like, our man base is crazy, and this is the first game where we really had a big issue with it. So it feels good. So I think we have a good matchup versus Esper just because we have the Executioners. Their threats are going to be the dragons, and we're just going to kill them. Usually they rely on playing a dragon, they can't kill it, and then like Kara Magic to protect Ojutai. Okay, there's a Carrier Thrall. Just attack, see what happens. I think we'll play the Thrall first. I really want him to tap out before we do anything else. And we let the mana to turn up Siege Rhino in case he like languishes, because we can sack Fail Drowsy. Okay, you got it, friend. So we're at 7, and we haven't really done anything. Played a bunch of dorky creatures that just are resilient. Played under counter magic. I think he should take a land. He needs to start making more land drops. Okay, you just conceded. Oh my gosh. I can't. I've never seen someone dig through time. Not lethal on board and concede like that. Like, oh man. Well, whatever. Uh, let's go to sideboarding. So we're gonna keep the executioners, cut the Lilianas. Lilianas seem fine actually, but maybe we just want duresses. Actually, Butcher the Horde isn't that great. It's just another threat. Not something that matters. We can cut those because like we're not gonna really. We don't want to sack our creatures. We just want them to be in play, be annoying. So do we want Abzan Charm? Just a draw 2. I think we don't want it. Well, do they play Planeswalkers? They have Jace. I don't care too much about Jace. I'll try this out. So we're on the draw, and this hand has no white mana this time, but we have a bunch of 2-drops. Alright, let's keep it. Lead off with... Okay, there's our white mana. This doesn't get basic swamp. So I guess we'll just fetch out Prairie Stream first. Say go. I think we're going to play Carrier Throw. It's a little harder while it's in play. Next turn we'll play Hanger Back, and then after that we can start activating it. He's going to make me pay the price. The ultimate price. He is, yes, awesome. Ultimate price, half a card. Okay. No third land. I think we just play another one. Seems fine by me. I'll play the Cinderglade and say go. Okay, he got his third land, so he has 6 spells in his hand. Do you want to play Hangerback or Emissary? I think we play Emissary. I kind of want the Hangerbacks to live. I mean, if it doesn't counter and we have like Abzan Ascendancy, which I think is very unlikely, we're going to do Emissary first. I know I said I was going to do the Hangerback last turn, but I think I want to get the bigger power in play. Just going to start attacking. He's thinking about countering this. He chose not to. Okay. We got all our colors and mana situated. Assume this is going to get another Sunken Hollow. Can't get a white source. Not just a basic. Okay. Okay, I'm glad I... about the same if I get that or Hangerback exiled. Still no lands. Okay. So attack. Yeah, these guys are just going to kill him. We're going to play Hangerback. If he counters it, we get to play another Hangerback. Yeah, so complete discards getting played, and it's reasonable. It kills Death Mist, kills Hangerback. No muss, no fuss. Cancel. Must not have the new one, the one with Awaken. I mean, most of the time it's just the same as cancel, but obviously that one's just a little bit better just because you could do it. So next we're going to play Ascendancy. See what happens. Probably going to get countered. Could just not. We could just attack for 3 and then pump our hanger back. Make our opponent do something first. Yeah, I can see attacking first. It's not unreasonable. Well, he's digging. Digging for that answer. Digging for lands. His opponent did get mana screwed. I mean, they kept their hand. They didn't have anticipated just 2 lands, so it's unfortunate, but I think we're still in a good position to win anyways. Our deck is just really annoying for them to deal with. So we're going to play Ascendancy. We attack with Hanger back right here for 3, for 5, 6, 7. Rhino doesn't kill them if he languishes. Another hollow. I kind of like putting him in a place where he can't fetch. I still get 3 cards if he like kills my board. Eldrazi and 2 Thopters. Say go. This might be just a forest. I don't need to use it yet. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, take that, Esper. Yeah. Alright, so that's a good matchup. We never had to use Merciless Executioner. It never came down to it. It just came down to us playing creatures that made more creatures when they died. This is the final match of our league events, and we get to play first for it. That's always nice. Alright, this hand has all our colors, because I can get a Cinderglade. Just move the chat over here. Only 2 lands, but 2 plays are on the play. I wish they were on the draw. This hand would be great. I think we can keep it, though. So we'll get a Cinderglade, and we'll have a Hanger back. Luckily, this deck is pretty low to the ground. Like, we only have 8 4 drops. Everything else is less than that. What a Foothills. I assume this is another Atarka deck. A Jotty Offshoot. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's do this. So we're not beating him down. It's a pretty good online metagame call. So we'll get that green-red source. Perfect. Might just get a basic land off that. We don't need a white. And that way we can use it. We can play Carrier Throw next turn and pump our Hanger back. Alright. Basic Foothills in the forest into Offshoot. In a Mage Ring. Okay, so it's like an Eldrazi ramp deck. Okay. I think. Alright, these will just get basic swamps. And then we'll just play threats. Alright, so we drew the lands we needed. Another Jotty Offshoot. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Hopefully we can kill him before he plays Eldrazi. He hasn't really ramped yet. I mean, this net's 1 mana so far. Okay. We could execute. That doesn't seem good. We're just going to play Siege Rhino. We're going to lay siege to our opponent. I think we play Abzan Ascendancy next turn. That way we can attack with everything. Now after that Butcher comes down, then we can get in there, make tokens, whatnot. Another Mage Ring. Okay, things are happening. So gain life, that's not as bad. I just playing against the things that come out is what's scary. Another Ascendancy, so this might be okay. So he only has 8 mana next turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because this one nets him 1. Oh, that's 9 mana. Oh gosh. Hopefully we can kill them with this butcher. Hopefully it doesn't have Ulamog. Well, and this is renewal. For 3 basics. Oh my gosh, so much life gain. So we just hope he doesn't have Ulamog. Does that help us at all? No. Do we want... I think we want to... Do we want to butcher him? I think we want to butcher him now. Or we can just do Ascendancy. Then butcher come down after Ulamog. Oh man, I don't think we can beat an Ulamog. Like we can't. We have some stuff after board. I mean, we just dealt 14 damage to him. So that's something, right? Wooded Bastion. Or Blighted Woodland. So only has 3 cards in hand. If he doesn't have an Eldrazi, we might have a chance. He's tapping mana. Oh, this is so scary. This deck seems sweet. He gained so much life off these. Atarka. Okay, Atarka doesn't matter. Atarka's cool and all, but... Whoa, he killed the Hangerback. What the heck? Okay, he has 1 card in hand. I think we just attack with everything. I guess Butcher doesn't do much. Yeah, we'll just attack with everything. Hopefully he like chump blocks with the other ones. Does he have like a Radiant Flames? That'd be pretty bad. Guess we'll play Butcher, but we're not gonna... Yeah, we didn't sack it. We didn't sack anything to it. Oh, this is crazy. I think he has Radiant Flames. Yep, for 2. So yeah, I'll just give him lifelink. Two colors for a colorless spell. This does not feel good. Alright. Yeah, we're just literally dead. Because he gets both of our threats. Holy crap, that was insane. This deck is sweet. Holy moly. Alright. Maybe we should have executed one of his offshoots earlier. Holy moly, that's ramping. I think maybe no executioners because of those stupid ground things. Maybe we just want more. I just want to keep doing it. Let's try that. And we'll add the big exile stuff. Whew. It's pretty brutal. Let's take out like the carrier thralls. Oh, the emissaries. It seemed... Holy cow. Oh, I probably should have tried Sorn. Maybe like get in the air. Gosh, holy crap. That was sweet. That was pretty cool. We get to be on the play. Sure. We're gonna fetch out a couple, like the swamp and the forest, so we can have untapped lands. Guess we'll play tap marsh first. Our opponent also kept. This is a matchup that never cared about our creatures. Cinerglade from our opponent. So we'll get the forest. That's interesting. I don't know if ramp could be good enough with out like cheap ramp creatures, but it looks like our opponent's doing it. Um, yeah, we'll just fetch out the swamp. Say go. So our opponent doesn't have anything going on yet this game. We'll pump here. We'll just play Siege Rhino. I think I might cash in our hanger back for the Butcher haste and vigilance. We never saw third colored mana. I mean, he could have it just to fetch out for Radiant Flames, but then maybe that means like Radiant Flames can never kill our 3-drop. Explosive Vegetation. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna try to gotta go fast. Put the counter here. Sacrifice this. Give it a haste. Could give it like another ability just to play around Radiant Flames. He has double Radiant Flames. Could have played around that, maybe. He is down to 5, so he needs to have something this turn. He can't play Ugin. He can play a Tarka, but that can only kill one thing, and then we just kill a Tarka and he's dead. So please just play a Tarka. Actually, double Radiant Flames just kills everything but the Siege Rhino, and then we can just Abzan Charm to pump and he's dead. Okay. I think we got this one. We had a fast enough start. Oh yeah. Whew. This deck is scary. Do we want to rest to maybe take out stuff from his hand? I don't know. Do you want Sorn? Sorn can pump our guys to get past the offshoots. But maybe Side Withers out because we weren't really aggressive. I don't know. We'll just run that back. Alright, this hand's fine. All our colors. This will fetch a green, just a Cinder Glade. No offshoot. Actually, could have got a basic forest. That way, we just have untapped lands. That might have been better. All right, hanger back's fine. We're not gonna. Guess we will have a turn to pump, because can this get basic swamp? It can get basic swamp and cast Siege Rhino, so I guess we'll play hanger back. Yeah. Okay. Boom! You got me. We'll play Thrall this turn, because then next turn we can we're gonna play Siege Rhino. I guess now we're gonna get Prairie Stream, so we have another white. Might be worth it just to do the swamp. I mean, it's a little not terrible. Radiant Flames again. Okay, still got a guy. I think we just get Swamp Sword. Next fetches are better. We can actually play both of these. I just like playing Siege Rhino. It's big. This opponent hasn't done any ramping, no life gain. We just played. I think we just slam another Siege Rhino. Seems like a good enough plan. Does get a Bastion, puts him up to a 2/4. So we can play Tarka, but then Tarka, he's not dead. He'll go to 1. Oblivion Sower. Okay, he's dead. Woo! This deck's sweet. This deck's really cool. I think I want to try this out. Oh, he hit double fetch land. Okay, let's play this guy. So that turned out fine. Got us the win. I think that the charm would have killed him too. We just pumped the unblocked one. All right. Well, we went 5-0. We had a pretty good run. Play against a variety of decks. Play against aggro, like red aggro twice. Play against Mardu control and also Esper control. Then we played against ramp. And we came out victorious. Awesome. That was pretty sweet. Thanks for watching.